The key to picking a winner of a book that demystifies financial statements and guides you on the rocky path of stock market investing is finding one that speaks human, not just accounting ease. Financial Statements, a step-by-step guide to understanding and creating financial reports, by Thomas Idelson, is like that coding boot camp your buddy went to and actually learned something practical, except it's for financial statements. This book is as close to a Rosetta Stone for reading the hieroglyphics of balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements as you'll get. Idelson's book is methodical. It holds your hand but doesn't treat you like a dummy. He uses clear examples and doesn't just repeat what each line item is. You gotta know what these statements are telling you, and more importantly, what they're not. It's one thing to read a number. It's something else to understand why it's important when you're trying to decide if a company is a glorified lemonade stand or the next behemoth of its industry. Once you've gotten cozy with the fundamentals, swing over to The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This beast of a book has been around since the days my grandparents thought color TV was a fad. Graham is like that sensei that says little but means a lot. He hammers on value investing, finding stocks that seem to be sold at a lower price than their intrinsic worth. And his teachings resonate deeply in today's meme stock market circus. What Graham's book doesn't have in fancy graphs, it makes up for with rock-solid concepts that have stood the test of time, just like those old family recipes. It's a dense read, so you'll want that base knowledge from Idelson's Financial Statements Guide to navigate it. Supplement these reads with some real-life practice. Skulk around the SEC.gov website for some 10Ks and 10Qs of companies you're curious about. Use the principles you've learned to dissect those reports like a med student on their first cadaver. And remember, you don't need to go at this alone. Forums, investment clubs, even a good old-fashioned chat with some finance-savvy pals in Portland. There's no shortage of brains to pick. Picking individual stocks is not unlike trying to select a winning duck in a race. You've got better odds if you can spot the signs of a good swimmer, but there's still no telling when it'll decide to float on its back and soak up the sun. So read up, practice, and maybe your financial picks will be less of a gamble and more like wise investments.